Welcome to the Lexus Halftime Report.
Somebody needed to step up in the absence of Antonio Brown. This is Justin Hunter. That's his first catch since October. First TD of the year. Steelers lead it 20-0 at halftime. Dan Patrick, Tony Dungy, Rodney Harrison. We've seen the Steelers play down to their competition. I don't think they can play down to the Texans' competition.
No, they can't. And I'm going to go back to when the game was close. And Houston ran the ball all the way down the field, got to the 2-yard line. And where does it say on these? I see these offensive coordinators with these charts. I have to throw the ball 3 times.
It drives you crazy.
Yeah, even though my quarterback hasn't completed a pass yet, I want to throw it. I don't understand.
-7 net passing yards. He's been sacked 4 times so far.
Steelers got a nice little spark from Joe Hayden. He came in their best corner, had a couple pass breakups.
All right, Pittsburgh can clinch a bye with a win. As for the NFC playoff picture, it looks like this. The big game is next week with Carolina at Atlanta. If the Falcons win, they're in the playoffs. If Atlanta loses, Seattle would be in with a win. If both lose, Atlanta would get the spot. How does Atlanta turn it back on?
Well, we talk about the penalties and the mistakes. We always talk about that with Atlanta, the inconsistent play of Matt Ryan. Coach, the bottom line is he's going to have to go in there and he's going to have to win the game. He's got to play his best game.
I agree with you. It is on Matt Ryan. Cam Newton, that offense is going to score. You're playing against a tough defense. What is Atlanta going to do? Are they going to play consistent offensive football?
Dallas goes 13-3 last year. Now they're out of the playoffs. How do you explain?
It's hard for me to explain because they won 3 games in a row without Ezekiel Elliott. Now you're playing Seattle, who got gashed by Todd Gurley. Elliott's back. You expect him to have a huge day, and they win, and they just played flat yesterday.
I think a big part of it, too, is coaches. Jason Garrett, he has to find a way to eliminate some of the distractions. You can't have Dez Bryant, your so-called #1 receiver, yelling at the quarterback and guys getting suspended throughout the year.
No, I agree. And when they did the same thing yesterday, got to the 1-yard line and didn't give it to Ezekiel Elliott. I think it's discipline and doing the right things, playing smart football.
I think they got to find themselves a #1 wide receiver.
Well, that would help, too.
No doubt about that.
Because it's not Dez Bryant.
Absolutely.
Coming up, the teams to fear the most in the AFC. Plus, Rob Gronkowski's thoughts on the keys to the Patriots' sustained success, as only Gronk can put it.
The big game of the year, and we're real happy we're going to play it in Green Bay.
Temperature is around 13 degrees. That's below 0.
That is the one game in my whole life that I did not want to play.
Green Bay Packers are going to be NFL champions.
The run to the playoffs is on, and NFL Network is your home for the most playoff coverage anywhere. All the way through Super Bowl 52, NFL Network, your home for the NFL playoffs.
This is the 8th straight year that this organization has won 12 or more games. In your feeling, what does it say about the consistency of this organization to be able to accomplish something like that?
It's unbelievable. And if you think about it, I got here 8 years ago, so maybe that's the reason.
Would Belichick put up with that personality, let's say 5 years ago, 7 years ago?
If you could play like that guy
if
could
you're
play.
Gronk, yes, because he knows Gronk, he loves the team and his teammates and all those different things.
He's such a goofball.
But it's so genuine, you know.
That's the thing.
Here's a look at the AFC playoff picture. All 4 divisions have been decided. Just the 2 wild cards remain up for grabs. Baltimore and Tennessee in the best shape. If they win, they're in. Bills and Chargers would need a little help to get in. All right. If you're a division winner, give me the team out of that group that you don't want to face.
I don't want to face the Los Angeles Chargers. I wouldn't want to face them. Just too many weapons offensively, and that quarterback scares me.
Well, I think the one team there that can do some damage is Baltimore, because you're going to have to go on the road. It's tough to win on the road. They have done it in the past. They've done it with Joe Flacco. They have a belief in themselves.
And are you kidding me, Coach?
Joe Flacco and that defense, I think they could win a game.
If that defense does not create turnovers or score, they can't consistently score on the offense. I don't trust Joe Flacco. I have a lot of respect for their defense, but their offense, no way.
Wait, I thought you were all in on the Chargers bandwagon. What happened?
Last week.
Oh, you jumped off last week. Tune in to the Today Show tomorrow morning as they share some of their favorite stories of the year. It's the best of 2017. All this week, only on Today. We'll be back with the second half. Steelers, Texans, right after this.
Thank you for watching the Lexus Halftime Report.